Hi, hello, welcome. It's Tuesday. It is March 22nd. I am still in Argentina and I'm in short sleeves again. Yay. Yesterday I was in long sleeves because it was cold. Now today it's hot. It'll be close to 90 degrees today. And so I'm going to get some sunshine today and enjoy that because tonight and tomorrow it's going to rain and be cold again. So, just like in other parts of the world, the climatic changes are just, they're being felt all the way around the world. So welcome. Today talking to you, and I probably am not coming live because I am 4 hours. Last week I was 5 hours ahead of my normal time zone, and now I am no, the last week I was 5 hours ahead of time. Then there was a time change in the States, and now I am 4 hours. So I don't know what's happening time-wise, but at whatever time I'm coming to you. I'm glad to be with you. So today talking about possibilities. I want to talk to you about what is possible for you. That's not something that we usually ask ourselves. It's all very unconscious. When we have an idea, something that we would like to manifest in our lives and we want to go for, and as we have that idea, we're all excited, right? It's like, wow, it's like, oh yeah, I really want this thing. And then we start to talk ourselves out of it, honestly, almost as quickly as we had the flash of inspiration, right? The flash of inspiration is the download from our superconscious, which is where we're headed, right? So that's the thing that we want to focus on. That's the beautiful end result to go for. That's what's in alignment. And then that little part of us comes up and says, oh, yeah, that sounds like a lot of hard work. Maybe not. Or, you're not the identity that has that thing. You're the identity over here that doesn't have that thing. So let's just be nice and safe over here. Just go back and play small. We do this every day, all day, throughout our entire lifetime. I got to the point where I was sick and tired of that. I don't know about you, but I'm not doing that no more. That's why I'm in Argentina. And so I've taken a lot of big steps in my life that were honestly too scary to take, too scary to even think about. Took them anyway, did it anyway, recoded it, rewired it, got around it, took the action, and I'm going for it. Life is too short not to. Life's short to be miserable. Life is too short to play small. So what's possible for you? When you think about all possibilities are open to you, literally. All possibilities are available to you. You are an infinite being. You get to choose the possibilities. Now, our programming, where we come from, our childhood, our parents, and how they thought about things and how they categorize things, that all's in here. It's all in here. And that comes up. That's exactly what comes up when you say, oh, I want to have a business. I want to travel the world. I want to own an RV. I want to travel around the country. I want to, if you fill in the blank, right? What is that thing that you would love to create, that you would love to experience? And then something happens. Something comes up and stops you dead in your tracks. What is that? It's a killer of possibility, that's for sure. It doesn't mean harm. It's not that it doesn't want you to have that thing necessarily. It's just that thing is scary. That thing, having that goal, that beautiful end result. It's hard to believe that could scare some part of you, but we have all these different parts inside of us that they only care about keeping us safe. So that thing is different. It's unfamiliar. Means it's scary. Unfamiliar is scary. Not going to allow you to take the steps to do that. So let me tell you, this was crazy. So I got on a retreat. This is actually during the pandemic, 2020, summer 2020. Oh my gosh, and there was smoke everywhere because California was on fire. California, frankly, has been on fire for the last 2 summers. We haven't had a summer in California, which is where I used to live. I went on this retreat and I thought, wow, how am I going to do this? We all had masks and smoke everywhere. I have asthma. I'm like, oh my, how am I going to do all that? Right. Well, I get to this retreat and that was nothing compared to what was waiting for me. I did not know it's an experiential retreat. I'd never been on one of these before. I really haven't been on any retreats before, very few. And so this experience was that there were two really big ones. One, I was going to hang off of a cliff, like a free fall. On the back, but literally, hanging over this ledge. I don't know, 400 or 500 feet down. Yeah, I did that. I felt like I was way out there, right? But I mean, your body is just like, and I was with a lot of other people, and people were crying, and people were upset, and people were, we all did it. We all overcame the fear. It was about overcoming the fear. It was about overcoming the body's reaction to getting out there and doing this thing that the body was just uncomfortable doing, because it's all about keeping you alive in this body. Self-preservation, it kicks in. Just think about going and take a couple of steps toward doing something dangerous, and that is going to come and stop you real quick. Well, I think I did that one first. And then the next experience, walked down the path. It's like, yeah, we did this thing. Yeah. Well, the next experience is a 40-foot telephone pole. Say what? That I was to climb. Yes. No, there was no specials. It was a regular with the spikes, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet apart. And wow, I was like, wow, I'm going to do that. Looking at it, assessing it. And there were actually had a teammate, my partner, we have buddies. My buddy had a complete meltdown, panic attack. Luckily, I'm trained in that. I was able to help. I can help with that. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. I went first. I thought, you know what? I'm going to go as far as I can go. There were 3 of us that were in our 50s. I was one of the older ones there. I'm like, and then there were 2 other gals that were like, oh, I'm not going up there. I have a back problem. Oh, I have this. I have that. They kept saying they had all these problems, right? They had these physical issues that their bodies were coming up with. Their unconscious mind was saying, oh yeah, I got this problem. I'm doing it. No one was obligated to do it. Absolutely not. But I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see what happens. I wasn't even thinking about my asthma. My asthma halfway up. I don't think I was halfway up that pole. My lungs are burning. I'm like, wow, it would have been a really great idea to know this. So I'd have had my inhaler, or I'd have taken it for, I don't know. So it's like, yeah, I caught my breath, and you okay? Okay, yeah, I'm fine. There's no nets or anything to catch us. They were ropes people were hanging on to that, you fall with a harness. So I kept going, and I thought, wow, after a while, I was like, dang, I'm actually getting there. I'm actually getting to the top. And I got to the top. Well, the idea was to not just get to the top. I was about to get to the top. The idea was to actually stand on top of the pole. And, telephone poles are only about this. Well, on top of the pole was a disc that went around and around. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? So I'm supposed to stand on this thing that's spinning, and it's this big, 40 feet up in the air. It was hysterical. And some people were hanging onto the ropes. And, there were people who got up and did it, and there was trapeze. And from the top of the pole, after you spun yourself around, you got up on this wobbly spinning thing, and you got yourself in the right position. And then they would leap off and hit the trapeze, and then they'd be brought down. Yeah, wow. I got to the top. I did a victory sign because I was completely fatigued. The idea was you just keep going, you don't stop. Of course, I got to the top and I stopped. I was like, you know what? It was a huge victory for me to climb this 40-foot pole, because there's no way I thought Other people were having panic attacks. Other women my age were saying, I'm not doing that. You know what? My buddy who had the panic attack, she went to the top and she stood on top. She got on top. It was huge. It was huge. Before we all got there, there were people who were just like, no, oh my God, no. But one after another, we all went up the pole. Some people made it all the way up. Some people actually jumped off and got the trapeze. Not everybody could, not everybody's thing was swinging. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Swinging and spinning was going on. When my buddy was down below and she looked up there, her fear of heights, her fear of falling, her fear, all those fears came and they overwhelmed her. She had a panic attack. She could have just said, not doing it. And left it there. And it would have been fine. It would have been fine. But how powerful for her to overcome that fear and go up that pole and do what she did. Everybody's cheering. It was just a huge, huge moment. And the other women my age who said before that they weren't going to do it, guess what? They both said, you know what? Let's still give it a try. They got to the top. Both of them got to that. One of them hit the trapeze. That's right. Yeah. Imagine how much more powerful they are for having put that aside and for having done the exercise, for having gone for what was possible, because they didn't know that that was possible. They thought it was impossible for them. Putting a man on the moon 100 years ago was impossible. That I would be talking to you from Argentina through this contraption, this metal, this plastic, I think it's supposed to be plastic, that came from out of the earth that someone put together, that with the cables and the things, and that I'm talking to you. Impossible. What? Not even that long ago. Zoom and what I'm coming to you through, it's very, very new. This was 10 years ago. Wouldn't have been possible. So what's possible for you? What do you think is impossible that if you put that fear aside and you overcame it, and maybe you need help with that, that's fine. There's lots of help out here. I'm here. I know how to rewire and recode things and get you there. You can give me a try, give me a call, let me know. But what would be possible for you, right? Once you climb that telephone pole, once you overcame that fear of rafting down a river, once you overcame the fear of picking up the telephone and calling somebody, what's possible for you? Everything is possible. Anything and everything is possible. It's what you put your mind to. It's what you focus on. If you're focused on the not being able to do it, well, that's true too. If you focus on the possibility of doing it, you're a whole lot more likely to get there. Your reality is actually what you focus on. What you're focused on is what you're bringing in. If I'm focusing on what you see small and what I'm afraid of, that's just bigger, bigger, bigger. I can try to avoid that and push it while I can, but it is just huge. There's a lot of effort, a lot of energy trying to keep that away, keeping that at bay, not focusing on that. I'm creating the opposite. 100% resistance. So what's possible for you? I'd love for you to write in the comments below, wherever you're seeing this at. What's possible for you? What have you thought has been completely impossible? Because I can tell you, putting a man on the moon, that was impossible. Talking to you like this, it was once impossible. That 1 minute mile, that was impossible once upon a time. So what's possible for you now? What can you take that was impossible from your past and say, you know what, that's entirely possible today? Because it is. You got this. Let me know down below, like me, send me some messages, send me some love, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.